Hi, this is Mina. Thanks for joining me today. I'm gonna make stewed zucchini. You can create this and use it on top of your pasta, like as a sauce, or in this case, I'm gonna bring it to a friend's house as an appetizer. So I just bought some loaves of French bread I'm gonna thinly slice and make garlic bread out of. And then I'll bring the zucchini in a different bowl, and then they can just spoon it out over the bread, and making my own bruschetta. I'll let you figure out how to say that. All right, so here we go. So I'm gonna take the ends of the onion off. I peel the outer layer. Of course, I'm gonna rinse this off before I cut it. I'm gonna cut my onion in thin slices. So this way, big chunks won't be evident, just gonna be to flavor the zucchini. I'm gonna heat this pan with about a tablespoon of avocado oil. You can use olive oil. You can use water. I'm gonna add this onion to it. Okay, I gave that a quick stir, and I'm gonna add garlic. I'm gonna add whatever I have here. Okay, so this is my 5th clove of garlic. Okay, you don't have to add peppers to this. I usually don't, but today I have peppers. I'm gonna use them. Just like the equivalent of 1 large bell pepper I'll add. So growing up, my grandmother used to make this. I absolutely loved it. Zucchini, onion, and then tomatoes, and just stewed them on the stove, and they just tasted amazing in and of themselves. She would finish it with scrambled eggs and Parmesan cheese. I'm not gonna do that because I'm keeping it vegan for my family. To add these peppers in there. It's like the equivalent of 1 pepper. So I had a few yellow zucchini, like 4 of them, and I had 1 green one left. I took a whole zucchini. I actually peeled it because I thought sometimes I don't if the skin looks good. In this case, I thought it had too many like gouges. I don't need to take the seeds out of this zucchini. It looks great. But there's a step that I do with my yellow zucchini. Peel it the same way if the skin doesn't look great, and then I just take out the seeds. The neck of this yellow zucchini doesn't have any seeds, but the bottom does, so I just core them out. I'm just gonna chop these up. I'm gonna do this in small pieces. They're like about a 1/2 inch. All right, so that smells amazing. So here's my 5 zucchini. Just gonna add them in there. Let's stir that up. I'm gonna put my heat on high. So I feel like that side probably got some color. I'll just let the other side get a chance to brown. So I'm gonna let that happen, because if I just stay here and wait, you know how they say a watched pot never boils? Watched zucchini never browns. And I'll just cut these up. Okay, like it's not a lot to feel guilty about, right? These are just thin slices. I could just use the bread like this, and these would be delicious, but I want these crisper. So I may as well turn my oven on broil, let the oven heat up, since I know these are gonna end up in the oven. I'm just thankful that this loaf isn't longer. Like, whew, I'm working up a thirst here. I'll get a pan and just put these in a single layer. Sometimes when I cut this bread, I know it's just enough to fit in this one pan. So this kind of makes me feel good that I'm really stretching out this loaf, and I'm gonna need another pan. And there's another treat for Layla. They're not really browning, but they're cooking nicely. Let's add our diced tomatoes. I might be done with that. I actually, when I make a sauce that I'm gonna put over pasta, I like to use a whole can of sauce. That's about it. It was a 1/2 cup. And I like the way that looks. Let me just show you. I mean, it would have been fine if I didn't put, the sauce in at all. But this is a pretty color, looks great. I'm not gonna add any water or anything because I don't want this to be liquidy. So let's season it. About a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, a 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, a 1/2 teaspoon of basil, a pinch of crushed red pepper. Let's stir it up. Doesn't need to cook very long because my zucchini is going to disintegrate. And then I'll turn it to a simmer. That's great. And like almost, if I didn't stir it, it would have started sticking to the pot. I love that because I feel like I'm roasting those tomatoes. Actually gonna use a half a cup of olive oil. Let's add a few shakes of pepper. Teaspoon of basil. Garlic powder. You could be done like that if you don't have fresh garlic. To me, that's the best part. Today, the magic number's 5. So fresh garlic bread, it's awesome. My oven is on broil. It's just waiting for me to put this bread in it. This bread will take 1 minute. What if you don't eat oil? Then just take a clove of garlic and brush a clove of garlic on here and then season it. Each pan gets 3 minutes is the magic number. Okay, I love it. Look at this. Are you kidding me? Gorgeous. Okay, 1 down. Let's just try to transfer without giving Layla any more snacks today. Should I show you how this goes? It looks like this. I will actually grate some Parmesan cheese and mix it in the one that I bring my friends. But it looks like this. Can you see that? I'll just hold it up for you. Beautiful, right? Bread is done. Success, okay? Mom, I didn't burn it. Yes, no bread scraping required. So here we go. This is beautiful. Stewed zucchini, I'm calling it. Just don't talk to me. Can something really be this good? It is. It's unbelievable. What if you're like, I'm gluten-free? Then just make some quinoa and then spoon the zucchini over the quinoa and then have that. Get gluten-free bread, gluten-free crackers. What else can you scoop this up with? The topping is amazing. The flavors in just that little bit of time really came together. You can mix Parmesan cheese in it, kind of like just grating it over the top. Let me just try it again for you. I can't lie to you. I can't tell you this is good and that not be the case. It's amazing. I just really love the cheese on it. My grandma would scramble an egg, mix that in there, and to look at it, when she put grated Parmesan cheese in a scrambled egg, you might turn your nose up at that mixture and look at it like, that does not look appetizing. Until you try it, you will change your story and say, that is incredible. Okay, 2 thumbs up. This one's a good one. You have to try it. Peace, and always so much love.